Well, we know that it allows up to 1.8 million a year in the bill, and then you have Langford out there tweeting, "Oh, this bill's being so misrepresented." It's like, dude, did you read your own bill? It's pretty. I mean, you don't have to be a constitutional attorney to read the bill and see what it says. You don't need to be a constitutional expert to read the bill and see the loopholes that it gives the Secretary Mayorkas, that it gives the President of the United States. The loopholes where he can just, oh, but it does this, this, and this. And then they forget to tell you, you don't hear any of this discussed on mainstream media. Oh, it's the Republicans. They're misrepresenting this. You know, the right-wingers are going after it. It's the right-wingers that are misconstruing the bill. And you have Republicans running around on air. I swear to God, I've heard this. Well, we're not really sure what the right number of illegal entries should be. Maybe it should be, maybe that's 1.8 is too much. Maybe, yeah. How about 0?
Yeah.
Maybe that should be the number. And you have Republicans debating this. And you wonder what the problem is. And again, I know people focused on the bill. If we don't start focusing on the people, we're going to continue to get these kind of bills. We need to focus on getting rid of the people. We need to focus on putting up the right people, not focused on the bills once they show up, because it's the people that's the problem. What else? So what did Julie Kelly say?
Well, Julie Kelly had pointed out the how this bill puts the U.S. District Court in District of Columbia.
Yeah.
Shall have sole and original jurisdiction to hear challenges. In other words, because I guess they're expecting people to maybe have a problem with this and sue, they want to make sure that they have the court that they want. You know, the cherry-picked judges, the left-wing judges they want in D.C., so basically they get the rulings that they know they're going to get beforehand. So there would be no justice. So they're basically trying to take anybody from having a chance to sue over any part of this, take it away, and move it to D.C. where they can control it. Kind of like what they're doing with President Trump, with running these prosecutions through D.C. so they can get a favorable judge and a favorable jury and get the outcome that they desire.
Any headline anybody gives you on this bill that says, oh, this is what's... There's about 4 or 5 different slimy ways that the president or the secretary can weasel out of whatever the top headline is. All throughout the bill. It is the slipperiest of slipperiest slopes, designed to mislead you with the top line, things that you'll hear on the media. But the media will not report things like, oh, page 116. Secretary Mayorkas gets full authority to grant entry to illegal aliens present for 14 plus days or within 100 plus miles of the border. So you ask, why is it 377 pages? Because they meticulously go through and give every damn loophole in a way for the secretary or the president to get out of whatever the top line rule says it's going to be. So again, if you're here for 14 plus days or you're within 100 plus miles of the border, Secretary Mayorkas gets full authority to grant entry to illegal aliens. A positive protection determination at this kind of threshold automatically qualifies them for a work permit. So enter illegally, get rewarded. And it's throughout this thing, everywhere you look. Mayorkas has all kinds of power given to him through this bill. He can grant asylum claims himself. The secretary can. The bill gives Mayorkas the right, for the first time ever, to grant asylum claims at the border. He singularly himself, without review of any court.
Amazing.
So it's like you have 3 lanes on the Long Island Expressway, and then you have the HOV. So he's at the HOV going, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. You only got to deal with me.
Single drivers are fine.
You don't need to deal with anybody else. No courts involved. Express lane, baby. Right here, right into the country. You haven't heard this part of the thing and talked about tonight?
You know what you don't also hear about? The fact that something like this isn't even needed. The president has the sole authority to stop all of this. He could declare it an emergency and close the border this second. Now.
He could do it in one sentence. One sentence.
Right. He could do it. All he's got to do is proclaim it. It's already in the Constitution. He already holds that power. So this horse hockey of being, well, give me the power and give me the money so I can do. He doesn't need it. He didn't need it when he undid all of Trump's policies on the border, right? He just proclaimed it. He did a bunch of executive orders. He could do the same thing. So, again, kill Bill.